The universe was old and weary, filled with civilizations that had learned to wage war on scales too vast for human minds to easily grasp. But Earth had remained quiet. For centuries, humanity had watched from the sidelines, content to stay hidden on its blue-green world, quietly building its strength while the stars burned with someone else's wars. The Galactic Confederation and the Dominion were ancient rivals, locked in an endless struggle for control of star systems that humanity barely knew existed. To them, Earth was nothing, a small backwater planet with primitive life forms. And that suited humanity just fine. But that peace, that fragile anonymity, shattered the day a Dominion fleet crossed the Sol system. The Terran defense grid had always been a formality, a thin shell of satellites and drones orbiting Earth to keep stray asteroids away. It wasn't designed for war. When the first Dominion warship warped into the edge of the solar system, the Terran Defense Command didn't believe it. Are we sure that's not Confederation tech? Admiral Yara Ishikawa asked, staring at the shimmering, jagged shape on the holographic display. It's Dominion, replied her aide, voice trembling. We've triple-checked the energy signatures. They're not here for a friendly chat. The warship was massive, shaped like an obsidian spearhead, and trailed energy emissions like streams of fire. Behind it came more 5, 10, then 20 warships. The Dominion fleet moved with terrifying precision, each vessel a predator among stars. They're scanning Earth, said a sensor officer, her voice sharp with panic. Admiral, they're not here by accident. They know we're here. For centuries, the Dominion and Confederation had respected Earth's neutral status. Humanity was considered too young to matter. But that day, for reasons unknown, the Dominion broke the line. They fired the first shot, a lance of energy that burned through Mars' orbital station, killing everyone on board. The Terran response was immediate, but futile. Patrol drones hurled themselves at the Dominion ships and were vaporized within seconds. Admiral Ishikawa stood silent as she watched Mars burn. She knew what this meant. There would be no negotiations, no second chances. Activate Aegis Protocol, she said. Her command officers stared at her. Admiral, that's an order. The Aegis Protocol was Earth's final card, the secret that humanity had never revealed to the galaxy. For years, Earth had studied alien technology from the shadows. When wreckage from long-forgotten wars drifted near their system, humans didn't return it. They tore it apart. They learned from it. They improved it. Buried beneath the crust of Luna was the result of that stolen knowledge. The battleship Vanguard. It wasn't sleek or elegant like Dominion ships. It was raw, brutal, and built for one purpose, to end wars before they reached Earth. Commander Elias Drake stood on the Vanguard's bridge, the hum of power building around him. He wasn't a soldier. Humanity hadn't needed soldiers for decades, but he was the one chosen to command the ship. Admiral Ishikawa, he said, voice calm over the secure channel. The Vanguard is waking. The ship rose from beneath the lunar surface like a giant blade pulled from a sheath. Its armor was matte black, its surface lined with ancient alien alloys and human ingenuity. It had no nameplate, no markings, just the silent promise of annihilation. The Dominion fleet did not slow. They believed they were unstoppable. Drake's hands tightened around the controls. Target the lead ship, he ordered. The Vanguard's primary weapon was not a beam or missile. It was a graviton imploder, a weapon that bent reality itself, crushing targets into singularities. Firing, the weapons officer said. A pulse of energy streaked across the void. It touched the Dominion flagship, and the ship collapsed in on itself, crumpling like paper before vanishing into a silent black sphere. The rest of the fleet halted, shocked. Drake smiled coldly. The message went out across the galaxy. Earth fights back. Confederation sensors picked up the destruction of the Dominion fleet, and panic rippled through both factions. Humanity had revealed its hand, and it wasn't a small one. Admiral Ishikawa addressed the United Terran Council with words that would be remembered for centuries. We were never part of their war, but they crossed into our home, killed our people, and left us no choice. Let this be known. Humanity does not kneel. We stand. The battle raged for hours. For every Dominion warship that advanced, the Vanguard answered with devastating precision. It moved like no other vessel, powered by hybrid drives no alien had ever seen. It didn't just fight, it hunted. Drake's crew was small, but they were relentless. Engineers rerouted power to weapons, AI co-pilots calculated trajectories faster than any Dominion commander, and human instinct, the ability to improvise under pressure, proved deadlier than any alien strategy. One by one, Dominion ships fell. Some tried to retreat, but the Vanguard wouldn't allow it. Earth had learned the cost of hesitation. By dawn over the Pacific, the war was over. The Dominion fleet was gone, erased from existence. The Vanguard returned to its silent cradle beneath Luna, scarred but unbeaten. Humanity had survived, but something fundamental had changed. The galaxy now knew that humans were not weak. They were not neutral observers. They were predators who had chosen peace out of restraint, not fear. Weeks later, a message arrived from the Confederation Council. "We wish to renegotiate humanity's status," it said. "We see now that your people are different." Admiral Ishikawa read the message and allowed herself a rare smile. Different, yes. Humanity wasn't part of their war until someone crossed the line. And now, the galaxy would never forget what happened when they did.